Hello, Shining Soul. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we have a reading that not only I'm excited about, but the Archangels are excited about. We are going to be using my Archangel Fire Oracle deck here, which is amazing. I've been loving it. And we've got these pink and blue cards right behind the tarot cards. Those are the Archangel cards. So this reading is going to bring forth what Archangel or Archangels, if you are drawn to multiple piles, want to work with you right now. So as I say, they're very excited. They're very strong. They've already come through and chosen what tarot cards they wanted here for you guys to choose from, as well as we've got pendulums instead of crystals to choose from. So yeah, they're very excited. Their energy is very strong and they're ready to kind of reveal themselves to you and show you what is going to be on the path if you do decide to work with them. So how the reading is going to work is I will show each of these tarot cards and the pendulums up close so you get a nice good view. And then you can tune into your intuition and choose what pile or piles are calling your name. And then you can check the description box down below to find the timestamps to go straight to your reading and figure out what Archangel wants to work with you. So for pile 1 here, we have the 4 of Pentacles, as well as this pyramid-shaped rose quartz pendulum. All right. For pile 2 here, we have the Star card. We have got this pendulum here. Over here for pile 3, we have Temperance, which is the angel in the tarot deck with these beautiful golden wings. And we've got another rose quartz pendulum here, but this one is just a smaller, more traditional style one versus pile 1. Ooh, got a little glitch there. That happens sometimes when the energy is high. See, I told you guys the angels are here. So go ahead, tune into that wonderful intuition to pick your piles or piles, and I hope you enjoy your Archangel reading. Hello to those of you joining me for the shuffle section in pile creation. Let's move these up so we've got a little bit more room to do all the shuffling here. All right, so the other decks that we are going to use, the angels are wanting the fairy deck, the moonology deck, and then the astral realms deck. So we're going to get into these and get a couple cards from each, and then we've still got the tarot here, which I think during the read I'm going to pull a couple more from the tarot and from the angel deck as well. I'm not sure exactly how many cards they want to come out, so we'll just kind of go by feel and see what feels right as we go. Love this deck. It's got a beautiful rose gold lining on it. Ooh, look at that shine. It's actually my only deck that has a, I don't know if linings or edging there. I guess edging would be a more correct term. Yeah, it's my only deck that has edging like that, but I really like it. I think it's a neat feature when decks do that. You know what? I'm feeling a little bit of a singing bowl. Let's do that before we start. Always love the singing bowl. All right, let's dive into this shuffling. So I'm going to grab all the decks here. I'm just going to press against my heart chakra for my energy. And we'll get the energy of the fairies, the crystals, and the moons, please. So thank you, fairies, crystals, and moons, for revealing through me what everybody for pile 1, 2, and 3 for this Archangel read for the collective of YouTube needs to know right now for the highest good of all, please. I'll just do a good big sweep of that energy. After I sweep the energy, I just like to do one shuffle. Just kind of like erasing any energy or any leftover energy from past reads. Also in my mind, as I do that, the wipe, I do picture kind of like a chalkboard with some writing on it, and then kind of as I do the wipe, I am cleaning off the board. Let's go into the moons first. You know what, I think I'm going to move the pendulums up a little bit more, just so that we can get all that good room for shuffling. There we go. Okay, so for pile 1, please. I feel like there's 2 that wants to come out. Okay, 1. So we'll do 2 moons for each pile. Whoop, there it is. 1 and 2. Yeah, pretty much as soon as I got this deck, the Archangels were like, you need to do this reading. So they are very happy that we are here today doing it. I work with the Archangels daily myself. They're a big part of my spiritual practice. So I'm definitely also very, very much looking forward to seeing what all comes out in this read. Okay, pile 3, please. Whoopsies. Being clumsy. Oh, there we go. And that one. Okay. Let's move on to, I think, the fairies, and then we'll do the crystals last. That sounds about good. Get some fairy energy in here. The angels really like the messages on these cards. That's why they picked this deck. That's what they told me. Okay, it's this one, and then that one. 2 from this deck. There's really good messages on these. There's lots of like relatable human type messages. I don't know if that makes sense in the way that I'm saying that, but just a lot of just relatable type of things. I feel like that's what the angels want to bring out. Want to bring out those spiritual messages, but also those, you know, human 3D realm messages that are helpful for our journeys here. Pile 3, where are you? We need another shuffle. Sometimes it's funny to me when a card takes so long to come out. There's one. I'm like, my hands are getting tired. Come on. Where's the card? Oh, I see it. Ooh, I almost pushed it back in too. My heart just like stops when I do that, when I see the card, and then I almost lose it back in the deck. I'm like, no, come back. Okay, let's go to the crystals now. I think we're going to do one of these. So let's do pile 1, please. So that on the bottom. Pile 2, I was definitely shuffling those upside down. That was really loud, sorry. I definitely shuffle my decks upside down more than I would like to admit. I usually notice at some point when I'm doing it. And I'm like, how did I grab that upside down and not notice? How to... Whoop. Get some thickness to our piles now. Some good cards on there. Pile 3. This crystal deck was the second deck I ever bought, actually. Done a lot of reads with this one for myself. Okay. And then we are going to go into the tarot and the angel cards, like I said, once we get into, I'm just going to set these over here, into the reads. So there we are. We have got our piles. Pile 1. Oopsies. Pile 1. The archangels are so excited. They're like, yes, let's go. I can feel their energy revving up. Okay, there we go. Thank you guys for hanging out as we created these piles, and I do hope you enjoy finding out what archangel wants to work with you. Hello, pile 1s. Welcome to your reading. So right here, we have got your card. We are going to figure out what archangel wants to work with you. Archangel Azrael. So let's get a nice close-up. Lots of wonderful symbols and stuff. As you can see, we've got an Egyptian Ankh here and lots more around him as well. So this is the archangel of rebirth, of transitions. He helps you, as you can see, walk through the darkness as his hand is out, and he's got this light here to help you through this dark, maybe not so clear path that you're on. So I feel like something like that is what you're going through, and that's why Azrael has shown up to really be the archangel that wants to help you through this time. So we're going to set him here and go into a little bit of his message for you. So in this book, this is why I love this deck, there is a channeled message from the archangel. So the woman who made this deck channels herself, and she has a channeled message here from each archangel. So let's see what he has to say. You are at a major point of transition. Release all that is currently falling away with love. Remember that after a death, there always comes rebirth. If you have pulled this card following the loss of a loved one, this message comes as validation that the angels are guiding their way safely through the veil. All right, and then I am going to read the just written message here for you as well. I feel like he's saying it would be helpful for you to hear this, so let's see. Many people fear change, even when they do not yet know what is on the other side of that change. We may not realize it, but in just one lifetime, we can go through many levels of transition. That transition can be stubble and almost unrecognizable. It may be joyful and exciting, or it may be unexpected and even feel a little bit terrifying. When you find yourself in a transition or facing a shift in your circumstances or energy, call on Azrael to smooth the way for you and imagine his wings lifting you above any stress so you may arrive smoothly on the other side. Staying in the energy of trust can help ensure the highest outcome for you or anyone you are supporting through a transition. So yeah, that huge theme of transitions, death, rebirth, endings, but then new beginnings, a lot of that going on. And I see why he kind of chose the Four of Pentacles here, because this talks about balance. So it's like this transition, once you go through it with his help, if you so choose to work with him, then it's going to, everything is going to be rebalanced back out for you. Let's dive into the rest of your cards and see what we have. New moon in Taurus with Know Your Worth. Full moon in Pisces with Forgive. Wow, that's really interesting. Pisces is a water sign, so connected to the emotions. And I'm getting coming through that this archangel is saying that there is some forgiveness. And I'm not sure, like on your end, maybe on somebody else's end, everybody's situation can be different. But there is some forgiveness that is going to help your emotional state. And that forgiveness is needed to have this transition move along. We've got inner child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. All right, and then we've got your crystal card with adaptability and lace agate with the air element. Wow. It's definitely, that same energy of needing to adapt so that you can go through this transition. Adapting in transitions, death and rebirth, that's all fitting into that same category of energy. And it's kind of saying to be like the element of air, to be able to ebb and flow and move smoothly through this transition is going to help you more than being like rigid and stuck. So that like embodying that energy of the air element is really going to help you to be able to adapt. Now I do want to pull a couple more here for you. So we do have the Archangel deck. So we're going to get one more just message here from this one. This isn't going to be an Archangel that wants to work with you. Just more so another angel message. So we have Camiel. Okay, and then we are going to get another from the tarot as well. Oh, that was quick. Oh, the Lover's card. Interesting. Major Arcana. So this card is really important here because this is actually the Justice card. This is the Archangel that is able to see through illusions and get the truth of any matter. And they're also known as the angel of forgiveness and empowerment. So to me, that's also Azrael saying to you here, Pile 1, that there is going to be, as you go through and move through this transition, at the end of it, there is going to be justice for whatever that means for you in your situation. There is going to be truth revealed. The illusions are going to fade away. So know that this is not going to be all for nothing, this transition. You do end up getting justice. And with the Lover's card right beside, it's interesting. I'm feeling like there's this energy coming through that at the end of this transition or rebirth, that we could call it as well, that you're going through, there's actually going to be and this doesn't have to be romantic, it can be platonic as well, but there's going to be overall an improvement in your relationships. I feel like actually in all areas, like friendships, romantic, platonic, work relationships, I'm feeling like there's actually just a lot more cohesiveness after you go through this rebirth. The Lovers is also connected to the sign of Gemini, and it represents the union of duality. They signify a force that binds two entities together to create wholeness. So that's what I'm saying, that energy, that bond between you and other people, no matter what area it is in, is going to just be able to be more whole, more fulfilled. I feel like if you've had issues with, say, friends in the past where maybe you haven't been able to trust them or you haven't felt fulfilled by your friendships in the past, that's something that's coming to you after this rebirth is finished. The justice, the truth being revealed, as well as this more harmonic type of energy and cohesiveness with your relationships. And that also makes sense with the Four of Pentacles with balance over here, because things are going to, the truth is going to balance out. The relationships are going to balance out. As well, the Four of Pentacles has the stability energy in it as well. It's got control, security. So it's definitely a really good foundational balance. It doesn't feel like a balance that is going to be taken away from you really quickly. It feels like something that's more solid, more permanent, more stable. You see this lady, she's very comfy. She's very balanced and able to relax and not be so stressed or overwhelmed. So that's kind of what the overall energy is going to be for you. I feel like if you aren't feeling that right now, that's kind of why this Archangel wanted to bring it through, is that I want you to know that the rebalance, the stable, the foundation, the cohesiveness, the justice, all of these things that you're not having right now do come to you after this rebirth. So many things are coming to you. And that kind of brings me into this card. You need to know that you're worthy of all these things. You need to know that you are deserving of these things, that these are beautiful things that are waiting to come to you, blessings and miracles, and you are worthy. So this is also a earth sign. So Taurus is connected to the earth element, again, that grounded stability type of energy. So it's kind of saying like, know that you are this divine being that is taken care of by the universe. When our root chakra is good and moving in the way that it should, and it's nice and balanced and it's stable, you have that feeling of being safe, secure, taken care of. You don't really question if you're going to be able to. It also talks about finances. You don't question if you're going to be able to, take care of yourself in the earthly matters, in the financial matters, in the physical matters. And that's the energy that this angel is asking you to really pull in as you go through this transition. Know that all these things coming to you, you are worthy of them. So work on that root chakra if you're feeling like the universe isn't there for you. If you're like, well, I don't feel safe and secure and I don't feel like the universe has my back. They always do. And when we feel that way, when we feel like they don't, that means our root chakra is out of balance or needs a little bit of work. So I definitely implore you to look into that if you are feeling that worthiness is kind of lacking a little bit, or that safety and that stability is lacking a little bit. Because if having a strong root chakra is going to be so helpful for you, knowing that you're worthy, knowing that you're safe, you're being taken care of, and the universe has got you, is going to be so helpful for you as you go through this transition, this rebirth, and as you adapt and go through all of these changes. It's going to be good to have that strong foundation and know that you are, and trust and know that you are taken care of and safe. I do want to touch again. I know I kind of talked about it when we first pulled this forgive card out, the full moon in Pisces, but I kind of want to come back to it because I do feel like it's really important, because this is the energy that Azrael is saying that as you go through this transition, you're going to be shedding things that are holding you back or no longer for your highest good, and hanging on to any anger or anything that is unhelpful for you anymore can be toxic. So it's time to move on, forgive. And you don't have to forget. That's not what forgiveness is. Forgiveness is an act of self-love. You're choosing to forgive so that you personally can move on with inner peace, move on with your life. So that's your way to the brighter future, to this, light that is at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, that you're going through right now. So make sure that as you go through this transition, you're also allowing the things that are holding you back or not for your highest good or kind of toxic, any of those shadows that just aren't good for you. Make sure that you are forgiving yourself first for, anything that you may need to release, because we all have things that we need to release and it's only human. So forgive yourself, but also, forgive anybody else that you may be holding on to, because if you're holding on to anger, there's an energy cord there. You have created an energy cord with that person. And sometimes that's why it's so hard for us to get away from certain people or to really put that distance there, because there's an actual energy cord. So when we interact with people or we think about people a lot, that can create energy cords between us and that person. So if you're constantly having angry thoughts or, negative thoughts about somebody, then you are kind of strengthening that energy cord. And the more you think about it, the stronger it's going to get and the more those thoughts are going to come. So it's like, that's what forgiveness is you forgive so that you can cut that energy cord and release yourself from that person. Again, you don't have to forget what they did, but you are releasing yourself and your energy from them so that you can move on in a more peaceful way and enjoy your life. So a really big energy of making sure to forgive yourself, forgive others, and let the things that are not for your highest good fall away as you go through this rebirth. Now, because there's a lot of heavier energies and, some shadow work, some things that you're releasing as you go through this transition, this inner child card is kind of a message and that this archangel is saying would be helpful for you to tap into your inner child energy, into that joy, into that bliss, because it's going to help balance out some of this heavier energy that is coming up for you. So I'm going to read a little bit from this card. It says, "It's so easy to get caught up in the daily grind of mundane chores and routines. This is okay as long as things are balanced. When you set aside some space for joyful activities, you'll find yourself even more energized for the work you need to do, like the forgiveness, knowing your worth, the root chakra work, and as well as just anything else that is coming along with this transition. So having that inner child energy is going to bring in an extra boost to your energy to help you to do this work. I want to talk about the moderation card, which I find is funny. As you can see here on the bottom of the angel cards, the color on the bottom, it represents the color of the ray that the angel works for or works with or is associated with. So for Archangel Azrael here, this is the heart chakra. So they work with unconditional love, belonging, surrender, higher perspectives, emotional and physical healing, and transitions. And then right below it, we've got this very green card of this message of moderation, which I'm going to read you here from the book because I feel like he does want you to hear all of it. But it's just funny because with this green energy, he's kind of wanting me to preface this with this message with, this is coming from my heart with love, and I don't want you to take this in a negative way or take this in a way that I am looking down upon you. He very much is saying this with unconditional love for just wanting to see you be at your best. So let's go ahead and read this. This card draws your attention to your diet and how the food you eat has a direct influence on your health. Perhaps you're consuming too much unhealthy food or are drinking to excess or know someone who is. When it comes to food and drink, moderation is key. We're all capable of developing either healthy or unhealthy habits, and it's important to be honest with yourself about this. How does the food you eat make you feel? Are you always trying out new food fads? Do you feel, I thought I missed one line. Do you still feel empty after a meal? Eating excessively is a sign we're lacking in something else. A lack of love or feeling of being unloved can create false hunger. If you feel you or someone you know has an eating disorder, then it's important to seek professional help so that a balanced relationship with food can be regained. Fairies can also consume human food, but by absorbing its energies rather than consuming it physically. Next time you're eating outside, perhaps enjoying a picnic, you may notice that your food tastes a little bland. This may be because the fairies are also enjoying your feast. The fairies encourage you to eat food that's fresh, pure, and ideally free of pesticides. Raw foods such as salads can give us extra energy due to the increased nutrients and vitamins they contain. It might also be worth exploring natural vitamin supplements, especially in wintertime. So know that message is coming straight from the heart of this angel with nothing but unconditional love for you. So pile one, since you're going through this big rebirth and transition, I'm going to pull a couple more cards for you just so that we can get a little bit of an insight on what will happen after the transition for you. What will the energies be like? And if you continue working with Azrael, what will be kind of the relationship? Because, he's here and wants to help you through this transition. But let's see if after the transition, there's kind of anything that he will be able to help you with. So this is going to be what he can help you with. Okay, and then let's just look into kind of the energy after you go through this rebirth. What's it going to be feeling like for you? We know some of the physical things like justice and maybe definitely some more harmony in relationships. So let's see what else is kind of going to be the energy here. So we have got, direction. You're going to have, this is interesting. Direction, Super 7, and Larisha Star. You're going to have so much more. I'm hearing again that rooted foundational direction. Like you're going to really know where you want to go in life, who you want to be. You're going to know who you are. This is a really big, I feel like a life-altering, life-changing moment, going into a really big new chapter for you, pile one. So yeah, you're going to have that energy of knowing what direction you're going in, because right now it doesn't feel like you have that balanced energy, right? You're kind of walking through the darkness per se a little bit right now, where am I going? Which is why this archangel wants to kind of work with you and help you through this. But yeah, you're going to have this sense of direction, very solid, grounded direction. As well, we have initiation with Argonite and fire element. Yeah, you are going to the fire within your heart is going to be illuminated. That's what I'm hearing. You're going to be lit up again. So if you're feeling like your passion, your creativity, your just initiation for life, like just your passion to go after things and to create or to experience and to just live life, all of that passionate fire energy is really going to come back to you. So what a nice combination of energy. You're going to have solid direction and like fiery passion to do whatever it is you want to do on this direction. So that is a really powerful combo. So let's see if you do choose to work with this angel after you finish this rebirth. Very interesting. Black tourmaline coming out with the regeneration in Pluto. That's interesting because black tourmaline is a stone of protection. I actually have a little bit right here. That's so funny. Protection and grounding. So black stones are very much protective, as well as black and red stones are associated with the root chakra. And we were talking a lot about that, and you're going to have that stronger root chakra energy. So I love that the black tourmaline came out because this is definitely a stone that I would associate with this angel. So after this transition, there's going to be like further regeneration that you can actually do if you continue to work with this archangel. So I'm hearing like things like that would be just kind of working deeper on not necessarily like shadow work. How can I say this? It's like regenerating your abilities, and it's like going through mini transitions, like regenerating your abilities, your gifts, your soul memories. It's like that type of regeneration, not like this big transition regeneration. It's like smaller, because remember, he's good at transitions and rebirth, but these are, you know, oh, that's so funny. I just realized this was 1-1. So angel number coming out for you. Sorry, that made me lose my train of thought. That's so funny. Just noticed an angel number. So yeah, these regenerations that he can help you with after this transition and rebirth are going to be smaller. Like I'm thinking like, you know, a couple weeks or a month at a time, where you're kind of honing in on maybe a certain skill or ability, or trying to maybe remember a past life memory or something like that. And he's going to help you to be able to go through the smaller transitions to regenerate yourself. So it's like, this is buying, you know, the transition you're in right now is like, for an analogy, you can say like the car is past being able to go to the shop and get fixed. You have to like, you know, throw it out, then you have to go find a new car and buy the new car and get it all set up. So it's like this whole big transition where you're going from this to this, whereas these, it'll be like you have this nice new car now, it works good, you just got it, it's beautiful, brand new, nothing wrong with it, and you just have to take it in for those general maintenance checkups and, you know, getting the tires filled, as well as maybe those oil changes, like, you know, those little things that you actually do to just keep the new car new. It doesn't mean that because you're taking that new car to the shop to get an oil change, something's wrong with it. It's still a new car. It's still in that, you know, you're still in that new phase, but there's just little tune-ups, little regenerations that he can help you with along the way. All right, Pile One, that was your reading. I do hope you enjoyed it and you have a wonderful, wonderful journey if you do decide to work with this wonderful archangel. It's interesting. This is the archangel, the newest one that I have personally been working with, as I'm also going through a very large transition, big life changes. So I love that he is showing up today in this reading, and I do hope that you have a wonderful time working with him and his energy. If you did enjoy the reading or anything resonated for you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, share your experience in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss out on another reading. Sending you so much love, light, and magic, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So we've got your card here to see what archangel wants to work with you. Archangel Raphael. This is the archangel of healing. Also is associated with the green ray, the heart chakra, unconditional love. So let's go ahead. I'm going to read out your channeled message from this angel. So the woman who did this deck also channels herself, and she has included a message directly channeled from each archangel in here. So I'm going to read that here for you. I have heard your prayers for healing. Allow yourself time out to rest and integrate. Trust that I am helping you to heal and restoring your energy and equilibrium. And now I am just going to read the card message here. So this isn't a channeled message, but I'm going to read you this as well. I feel like he's saying this would be helpful for you to hear. So it says, invoking Raphael's energy allows you to connect to the healer magician within. Every human being has natural healing capabilities, and this begins with compassion. Simply listening to another can allow them to feel safe and even speed up their healing process. However, the very same goes for ourselves. How often do we overlook our own needs and the needs of our body? You can become your own healer by ensuring that you are being kind to yourself and taking time for rest and relaxation. True healers understand the first person they need to heal is themselves. Take time out to rest and rejuvenate. So let's go into the rest of your cards here, pile 2. If I can pick them up, here we go. So we have got the full moon in Aquarius with Be Real. First quarter moon in Aries, step into your power. Wow, this card never comes out of this deck. Okay, love that. Life energy, yes. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. That makes so much sense with your healing that Raphael wants to help you with, is going to bring you this life energy. Music, which is also the green color that Raphael is when, and I'm going to put that right there. So this is to me instantly, without even, reading this card, it's like there's going to be a message that he brings to you or sends to you that you're going to hear through music, through a song or through some sort of like lyrics or music. There is going to be something that you hear in the next little bit. I feel like for some of you, a day or two, some others like about a week, and Raphael is going to be the one who is sending you that message. So yeah, in the next little bit, if you kind of notice some lyrics really speak to you, know that that is a direct message from this archangel. So it says, listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. So yeah, there is something that he's going to be bringing through as a message that will be in some form of music. Oh, no way. Look at that. We've got the heart chakra card. And completely different deck. I love that. So this is the intention, 𝐻𝙬𝘼𝑒, and the heart chakra. Yeah, Raphael is strong. He definitely is extremely helpful to call on for any type of healing. So I assume that that's what you're going through right now. There is some healing you are currently doing, pile 2, or healing you're about to be doing or embarking on. And this is really why Raphael has showed up as the archangel that wants to work with you right now. I feel like he's really seen what you're going through, and he knows that he can be of a lot of assistance for you. We are going to get a couple more cards for you. So this is the angel deck. This isn't going to be an angel that wants to work with you, but we are just going to get another angelic message here for you. Oh, wow. And Archangel Chamuel coming out. This is the archangel of love, compassion for yourself and others, all beings. This is a beautiful angel. I actually myself personally work with Raphael and Chamuel every day. So wonderful, wonderful, amazing energies. And it's right next to that heart chakra card again. Okay, and I'm also going to grab you another tarot card. Where is it? Getting a whole shuffle section yourself here, pile 2. I almost said 3. I was saying actually earlier in the shuffle section, if you watch, that it makes me laugh sometimes. There it is when cards take so long to come out. Oh, wow. I mean, it was worth the wait. This is the Major Arcana card, the World. This is a great card. Talks about completion, satisfaction, fulfillment. So these are all going to be things that are definitely coming to you at the end. And you notice how it's the last card. It's like at the end of the healing journey, as you go through all of this, that is going to be you're going to have that completion, that satisfaction, that ultimate fulfillment after this healing journey. So what a wonderful thing to know is that at the end of it, you kind of get what you want out of it, right? Like you become fulfilled. You feel like it has completed in the way that you want. Obviously that's going to be different for everybody, but know that you come to that ultimate fulfillment and ultimate happiness. The tarot card you picked as well, the Star, this also is a major arcana here from the tarot deck. And the energies that this holds is renewal, hope, serenity, clarity. And I'm just going to read you a little bit here from the book because I really like the way that it explains this card. The Star is the light you seek when you enter a new phase of life. She reminds you that you are connected to the universe and all the wisdom you seek is available. The Star shows you that now is the time to embrace new ideas and growth. So again, it's saying like it's time to embrace this healing. As you see, there's also lots of water on this card, which speaks to the healing of the emotions as well. And again, having that same kind of energy of the world where there's going to be renewal and there's hope and there's clarity, again, completion, satisfaction, fulfillment. So I definitely see why Raphael chose this card to be the one to pick this pile, because this is kind of the overall energy that you're going through. You're in this healing transitional period, and there's going to be a lot of wisdom and love and satisfaction and completion and just a lot of experience and newness and beauty and love that comes into your life at the end of this journey, at the end of this healing transition. Now, your Be Real card, this is kind of touching on making sure that your ego's not getting involved and kind of driving yourself crazy by fixating on something or someone that might not be for our highest good. This card is really trying to remind you that sometimes you need to back off a little, worry less, and trust more that if you release something that is not for your highest good, the universe and the angels in this point are going to bring you something that is actually better, something that is actually for your highest good. As we see this person releasing water into the river. So it's like, let it go. Be real with, your ego. Be real with what's around you, who's around you. Are there things that are making you not feel good or that are kind of hindering this healing journey and transition that you're on right now? It's time to, be real about that, illuminate that, because this is a full moon card. So really allow yourself to look into those things in your life that might not be for your highest good, because as you go through this healing journey, it's going to be important to be honest and real with yourself about what needs to be healed, like what can stay and what needs to go. It's okay to release. I'm hearing Archangel Raphael saying it's okay to release, feel the freedom of release. Because then once you can do that, it's going to allow you to step back into your power again, because we've got then an Aries card, which is that fiery energy, that initiator. So it's once you're able to be real and kind of drain some of these, let some of these things go, these ego things, thoughts, fears, just anything that is kind of stopping you from achieving your highest good, it's going to give you more energy, more strength, more life energy, more chi, more life force, and it's going to allow you to actually step into that initiator, into that fire energy, into achieving and doing and putting action into things. So these two are very connected. Know that as you go through this healing journey, and Raphael can obviously help you with this if you do choose to work with him. He can help to illuminate these things that need to be left out of your life or that you need to allow release on, because some of you may not know what that is exactly. So I'm feeling him bringing through. He's saying, don't worry, I can help you to figure this out. I can help you to illuminate this as you work with me. I also feel like this life energy card is kind of just touching on the life and the energy that's going to come back to you after you finish this healing. What I'm kind of noticing here is in Raphael's hand right over his heart, he's got this golden kind of light, and the same kind of golden light is shining out from this fairy, from all around her hands, her crown. So it's very much like this beautiful life force energy, this passion and excitement for life, and just this overall boost of energy to do the things that you need to do and do the things that you want to do are going to come back to you. Because I feel like a lot of you are feeling drained right now, pile 2. You're not feeling this, golden boost of life force energy. I'm being shown right now in my head that when you see the battery on your phone and it's like really low and the battery is drained, you're in like the yellow or the red right now. And this is saying you're going to be back in the green. So there's going to be a recharge of your life force energy. There's going to be that battery zinging back up to full. I do want to read you 𝙍𝙀𝘼𝘿�'s message here. So let me grab the book, number 9. I'm going to read the channeled message. Open your heart and let yourself be cherished. Always remember that you are loved, for you are made of love. And again, we've got that energy of the heart opening up as we see a glowing heart as well. So yeah, remember as you go through this healing that you are loved, you are protected. The angels are here and they want to help you through this. You are worthy of their help. They see you as this, they don't see you as the things that you may be trying to heal. They see you as healed. They see you as whole already. The angels see you as this beautiful divine being that is whole, and they can see that when they look at you because they have that ability. When they see you, they don't look at you through ego or through human eyes. It's very much a higher angelic perspective. So know that you are so loved through this. No matter what this healing is that you're going through, the angels are not looking down on you. They are looking, on level, on par with you, and they are seeing the beauty within you, no matter if you can't see it yourself yet. So remember that you are so divinely loved, pile 2, as you go through this. Your intention card here, I do feel like this is Raphael's way of telling you how to connect with him, because we've got the heart chakra and intention, as well as this crystal of 𝙍𝙀𝘼𝘿𝑗, which I feel like he's saying is a very good one that he would recommend if you would like to go out and get. Of course, you don't have to connect with him, but he's just saying if you're into crystals, if you vibe with that, 𝙍𝙀𝘼𝑗 is something that you can use to connect me, or to connect with me. As well as intention is everything. So he really wants to bring through the fact that if you don't tell the universe what you want, if you don't put your intention out there, it's not going to be able to give you the thing that you want. The universe isn't just a mind reader. It doesn't know exactly what you want. So intention is everything. So if you want to connect to Archangel Raphael, you just need to simply put your intention out there, whether you say it in your head or out loud. You need to say something along the lines of, I am calling on Archangel Raphael to come through for the highest good of all, for, my greatest good, for my highest path. You can use any type of wording, but this would just be, like an example. So asking them to come through and to help you with whatever it is. So say you're about to maybe work on a little bit of healing and you would just like some comforting energy around you. So you can call on him and you can ask him with that intention. Say, I am about to do this work and I am calling on you, Archangel Raphael, to please be around me, to please shower me with love and protection, whatever it is that you need. So he's being like, he's telling me to tell you, be specific, like exactly, like, why are you calling on me? What do you need? Because the more specific you can be, the more, also he's saying, the more you can talk in present moment instead of asking him like, of that energy of like, please help me with this, or please do this. It's like more so asking in present tense, where it's like, thank you, Archangel Raphael, for coming through and doing this with me. It's not asking like, please do this. It's like, of course he's going to be here for you. Of course he's going to help you. So you just have to set that intention in the present moment that he is going to come through. He is going to help you. You don't have to ask, you just have to intentionally call on him and tell him what you're doing and what you would like him to do or assist you with. And again, lastly, with that heart chakra, that is, the energy that he is connected to. So if you want to try to connect with him through your heart chakra, that is also something he's saying that can be helpful. And again, you can do that added with the intention, added in with the crystal. You can do them separate, all three together, whatever you feel called to, pile 2. And if you feel called to none of those, then that's fine. You can find what works for you. But that heart chakra energy, trying to connect through that and open up your heart chakra and then have his energy come through in that way, that can also be a way that you can connect to him. I do want to get a couple more cards for you. So I'm going to see if you go through this healing process and work with Raphael and you get to this, star kind of world type of energy where you've got that completion of this healing. If you decide to continue working with Raphael, what can he offer you? Because he's obviously here to help you through this healing, but let's see if you really enjoyed working with him and you finish your healing. Let's see what he's saying that he can then help you with, potentially. What else could he bring to the table for you? We have, oh, the last quarter moon in Scorpio. Reveal what needs to be seen. Very interesting. This wouldn't necessarily be the type of thing that I would think he would bring through to help with. But for you, pile 2, he's saying that there's some sort of truth, some sort of justice that needs to come to light. And he is actually very much willing to help you with this. And I guess it does make sense because he's showing me that through his heart chakra energy, through this healing energy, he can help the truth come to light and this justice that needs to be had come to light in a way that is for everybody's highest good, in a way that isn't going to hinder anybody further, and in a way that can kind of bring love to everything, love to the situation. So instead of like working with somebody who might potentially have maybe not as a compassionate or healing energy, it could shake this up a little bit more before it then gets rectified. Whereas Raphael's coming through and saying like, I can actually help you do this so smoothly with my love, my healing, my compassion, and we can kind of get this information that needs to come to the surface out in a way that is a lot more like calm and loving. So whatever that situation is for you, pile 2, that's definitely what he can help you with if you're interested in continuing to work with him after healing whatever you're going through right now. So I'm going to do a couple more cards here. I'm going to ask here, once you finish the healing that you're on, what is going to be the overall energy that you're going to be kind of in? Oh my gosh, look at that. Yes, full moon in Leo. Go wild. That is going to be you after this healing. I am feeling you are going to have so much more confidence, power, strength, fire. You're just going to have that, again, energy back. I love this. I actually see a lot of you going out again. Maybe you haven't gone out with friends, or maybe you haven't been dating or something, but it just feels like you're back in that energy of like going out, enjoying yourself, going wild, like maybe going to new places and new adventures and just really like living life. Whatever this is that you're healing is, you know, a pretty big thing, pile 2. So it's going to be such a weight lifted off of your heart, off of your shoulders, off of your mind, and off of your spirit. And it's going to give you this exciting like Leo type of fire energy where you're just going to want to like live life and go wild. So wow, that is awesome. And let's just get one last message here from Raphael. So what would he like to end here on? The first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. He's kind of here with this card bringing through the way, he's actually kind of showing me this is you and your inner self. Sorry, you and your higher self. And notice how there's butterflies in between talking about transformation. So the way he's bringing this through is his message is the way you speak to yourself matters. So as you go through this healing, know that the words you use to yourself matter. So what you speak is going to be your world, because we're always manifesting. We are, humans are creators. That is what we are here to do. And that is what we constantly do with our thoughts, our actions, our words. So he's kind of just cautioning you here. Make sure that you're not talking to yourself in a way that is going to hinder your healing transformation, right? You want those beautiful butterflies between you and your higher self where you're transforming. You're not keeping yourself down or being the person or the obstacle in your own way on your healing journey. So speak, kind words, compassionate words, healing words, and then that's going to be what you manifest into your world. Because if you're trying to heal and you're speaking to yourself in a way that is detrimental, you're not aligned, right? It's like you're trying to heal, but you're speaking to yourself in a lower vibration. So you need to, you need to match yourself where the transition and the transformation is, and you need to match yourself on that higher vibration and speak these beautiful loving type of energies into your life. So know that your words matter, your mindset matters. All right, pile two, that was your reading. I do hope it was helpful and insightful for you and you enjoyed finding out what archangel is around you and would really like to work with you. And I do wish you nothing but the best in your healing journey. As I said earlier, I also work with Archangel Raphael, and he's absolutely magical and wonderful and so powerful. So I really do wish you the best of luck. I know he will be a big help in your journey if you do decide to work with him. So if you did enjoy the reading or anything resonated for you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, share your experience in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss out on another reading. Sending you so much love, light, and magic, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello, pile three. Welcome to your reading. So we've got your angel card here that is going to tell us what archangel would like to work with you right now. Archangel Michael coming out. So let's get a close up here. Archangel Michael is a wonderful protector as well as a wonderful help when it comes to removing any type of energy cords that are not for our highest good. So I'm going to go into the book here and get you Michael's channeled message. That's one thing I love about this deck is the lady who made it actually channels. So she has a message that was channeled through personally from each archangel. So I'm going to read you that. He says, release your fears. You are safe and protected. If you are in a time when you need a little more courage, know that I am with you, shielding you from any perceived danger. Now I'm going to read also just the card description or the card message. This isn't a channel message from Michael, but this is just some information as well that he wants you to know. So Michael is the angel of divine will. Think of the meaning of the words willpower and let those words anchor you in your own sense of inner strength and determination. Imagine what it would feel like to be totally confident and secure in yourself, your environment, and your abilities. Hold on to that feeling and imagine you can amplify it within your stomach area. If you wish, you can imagine a swirling indigo ball of light within that location. Now allow yourself to stand up straighter and taller. Bring the focus to your attention to the lower part of your body, such as your belly, legs, or feet, and consciously sink your weight into your physicality. Feel gravity anchoring you and imagine you are strong, tall, and sturdy like an oak tree. Now you are standing in your power like Archangel Michael. Even if you don't fully believe it, day by day, you will begin to feel more confident and assertive. So it does feel like pile three, you are going through some sort of situation in your life where you need that energy of courage and protection, of strength. So that is why Archangel Michael is the archangel that is wanting to work with you right now. So let's go ahead and get your other cards. We've got the last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. I feel like that's him cutting those cords that are no longer serving you. He's like, it's time to do that. The last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feelings. Come together. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. Wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps toward making your dreams come true. I feel like that's also something Michael is here to help you with, to leave the past behind, work through some of these harder feelings, which is going to allow your manifestations, your dreams, your wishes to come in more. So I feel like he's kind of saying, like, yeah, I'm here to help you kind of release some things right now and go through this time of getting your strength back, but I'm also going to help you be able to achieve your manifestations, because these things that I'm going to help, cut away from you and help you release are going to allow more light and love in. Yeah, wow, that's exactly kind of what we're talking about. Transcendence, moonstone in the crown chakra. It's like the crown chakra is where the light is going to come in. So it's that transcendence energy where whatever he's here to help you with, and that's the first card as well, number 1. So I'm getting like a new beginning. Whatever he's here to help you with is definitely going to be a transcendent type of journey, a type of transcendent experience for you, where whatever it is that he's helping you to leave behind and to work through, these seem like pretty big things for you, pile 3. They're not just little things. These are things that are going to truly help to transcend you into that next level of your life, into that higher vibration where you're allowing more light and love into that crown chakra through your channel of energy and into all of your chakras, into your being, your mind, your body, and your soul. So we are going to grab you a couple more cards before we fully dive all the way into this. Whoops. Okay. So we're just going to get another angel card here. This isn't going to be an angel that wants to work with you, but we're just going to get another angelic card here for you. Ah, Sophia. Beautiful. She is depicted as a pregnant Mary Magdalene here in this artwork, which is so beautiful. And we're also going to get one more tarot for you. I'm also, as I'm shuffling, Michael's like bringing through messages. I'm like, hold on, we haven't got all the cards. No, that's fine. I always bring through messages whenever I hear them. But he's pointing out that she's pregnant, but she's holding a skull. So this is the transcendence that he's here to help you with. He's here to help you bring, you know, an end, the death that needs to happen, the release that needs to happen, so that this rebirth, this new life, this new light, this new beautiful love can come into your life. And obviously that doesn't mean like the birth of a child. For some of you it could, but it's just like that analogy that he's bringing through. It's like the transcendence of death and rebirth. Okay, so let's do a tarot card. Oh, I see it, that one right there. Ah, the Magician. I love that. This is one of my favorite major arcana cards. It is card number 1, which is interesting because now you've got 1-1 from 2 different decks, which is also an angel number. So you might have been seeing 1-1 lately, pile 3, or maybe you've just been seeing other combinations of angel numbers. I feel like Michael has kind of been, yeah, I feel him like laughing a little bit. He's like, oh yeah, I've been sending the angel numbers to pile 3, don't you worry. So maybe if you haven't noticed them yet, pile 3, he's kind of bringing this through to be like, you know, it's time to maybe not pay attention more, but to start becoming a little bit more aware of the things around you, because there are actually, you know, angels sending you messages through, you know, combinations of different numbers, as each one does have a different meaning. And you can always look up the meanings online as well. I do want to read the channel message here from this angel card. So this is the unconditional love card, and Sophia, her message for you says, do not fear the depth of your emotions nor the heights of your exuberance. Humanity is undergoing a shift. Find your inner sanctuary as your emotions deepen and soar. So she is the angel of unconditional love as well as wisdom of the heart. So it's like really talking about following your heart, following your emotions, your exuberance. Like she says in the beginning, don't let the fear of the depth of your heart and your emotions stop you. And I feel like it's right under that work with your feelings. So it's kind of a playing off of that, where maybe there are some hesitations within you, pile 3, when it comes to sharing your full heart or sharing your full exuberance or your full emotions. And that could be working through feeling not comfortable enough or grounded enough in sharing who you truly are. But that's kind of what this card is saying, is you're able to, with Michael's help, if you choose to work with him, he's going to like be able to help you work through and cut through these things that are holding you back or holding you down, like fear or ego or any type of just negative thought patterns that could have been formed. He's going to help you to work through those, cut away those energy cords, so that you're able to actually start feeling comfortable and safe, fully being you, fully feeling all of your emotions, because that's what it means to be human. When we cut ourselves off or push our emotions down, I meant to say cut ourselves off from feeling our emotions or push ourselves down, that's not truly living, that's not truly feeling, and that's not allowing our true intuition and our heart wisdom to show us the way. Because if we truly listen to our heart and our emotions and the depths of them, they will always lead the way. That is kind of, Sophia's tied to a lot of the ascended masters and goddesses like Kuan Yin, Mary Magdalene, all of these beautiful energies that they teach you, from that goddess standpoint, to lead from your heart, lead from your emotions. Do not fear the depth. Do not fear the beauty. Do not fear the rawness of what it is to be human. So the Magician card connects the spirit world to the physical world. So I almost feel like with Michael coming out with this card, he's kind of saying like, this is a chance where we can connect together and we can be this powerful force, because this card really represents that saying, as above, so below. As well, on the Magician card, you see he has all of the suits, the pentacles, the swords, the cups, and the wands, which is also kind of just bringing through this idea that the Magician is a master of all of the elements, earth, air, fire, and water. And he holds all of the tools to manifest any of his desires or dreams into reality, with using skill, confidence, action, and concentration to get to that place of accomplishment. You see, he's like kind of got that action. He's not standing still. He is casting some sort of spell, doing some sort of magic. So that's kind of what Michael is coming through, where he's reminding you with this message, you are powerful. You hold all of the skills, all of the power, all of the strength within you to leave the past behind, to work through your feelings, to transcend, to get to this more balanced place, as Temperance has that energy of balance coming in as we see the water going back and forth. And again, with those wishes, those manifestations, he's telling you like, you are magical, you are divine, as above, so below. The divine is within you. You know, you are, just because you are maybe on a 3D physical plane does not mean that what is above is not within. As well, I feel like he's bringing through a message with this to let you know that in the end, as you work through this and he helps you through this, there is going to be that accomplishment. So you're going to be able to put in the right action that will get you the accomplishment that you want when it comes to working through these situations that you're going through right now, and this type of transcendence, kind of transformational energy that you're in. There is going to be accomplishment at the end. It's not going to be all for nothing. I find it interesting that Temperance was the card that Michael kind of pulled through for you to choose your pile with, because this card has a lot of the, you know, we talked about the balance, but it has a lot of like harmony and moderation, as well as this kind of purpose to it. Like Temperance really assists you in pointing to life's meaning and purpose. So I feel like he's saying, as you leave the past behind, you go through this transcendence, you go through this death and rebirth, you realize your power, and you're able to work through your feelings and your emotions and kind of get a handle on them. There's going to also be this overall energy of knowing more clearly what your purpose is in life. I feel like a lot of you pile 3 are a little muddy on that right now. Maybe some of you have a bit of an idea, but it's not necessarily like set in stone or like flashing on a big neon sign. It's hard to see. It's maybe a little veiled. And this is kind of letting you know that after you are able to go through this death and rebirth and have Michael help you with it, there's going to be balance, but also purpose. There's going to be that sense of purpose and knowing what that purpose is. So these things that you're working through, and he's going to help you to release, are actually going to allow a clearer vision and a clearer picture as to what it is that you truly want to do in that heart space, from your heart. What is it that you really truly want to do at a soul level, at a heart wisdom level? That's going to come to the surface for you. I do feel Michael saying that I need to read the book message here for this card, because it's talking heavily on some of the energy cords that you need to release to allow this rebirth to happen and this transcendence to happen. So let's see what it says. Something is standing between what you want and how you can get it. That's okay. Now you know it's there. You can do something about it. You just need to be strategic. Yes, exactly. Like confident and powerful, like the magician. Exactly. It's wonderful to go for things with a childlike, carefree attitude, but drawing this card suggests that you need a proper plan as well. Exactly. That's why Michael's coming through and saying, like, I can help you to have the right energy and, kind of structure to help move you through this faster. So it says, leave the past behind. You may need to move through and clear a criticism someone has made of you, which has somehow burned itself into your brain. You have work to do. That is so Michael. You have work to do. So it's like the great thing about knowing what stands between you and your goal is that you can do something about it. So I feel like this is Michael saying you're aware that there's something standing in your way when it comes to really achieving this transcendence that you want. So I feel like most of you know exactly what this is. And that's the thing that Michael is saying. We need to work on this. This is something that we can't just ignore, because if we ignore it and we don't actually leave the past behind, it's going to like always drag with you. So this is important work where he's like, if you would like this transcendence, you really need to put in that time, energy, and like true effort, true structure. Like make a real plan. Like how can you leave this? How can you release this? How can you let go truly? Not kind of, a little bit letting go, but truly, how can you achieve that? Again, that accomplishment. How can you get yourself in a place that is really allowing the transcendence and the manifestations that you are dreaming of and that you want to come in, so that you're feeling that purpose again? Because right now, whatever this is a big wedge in between you and this purpose and this transcendence and your manifestations coming through. So Michael's kind of really saying like, I'm ready, and he looks ready here in this card. He's ready to go. He's ready to truly help you figure out and understand the practical steps, like mentally and physically, to take, because Capricorn is a grounded earth sign. So it's like he's here to help you feel grounded and safe in how to go about this and how to really truly work through any type of emotions or physicalities that need to be worked through to get you to this place of transcendence, of light. Your come together card is kind of giving me a little bit of a chuckle, because I feel like it's Archangel Michael saying like, yeah, it's time to come together. Let's work together. But also I feel like his message here for you, pile 3, is make sure you are reaching out and asking for support and help when you need it. Because like it says, working with a team helps get the job done. So no matter what that means, it doesn't have to be, asking for people to help you on this if that's a little bit too personal for you. But say you're, this is really, a lot to deal with energetically. So maybe you need to ask, a coworker to help you on a project or something. So don't be afraid to reach out for help. Don't be afraid to come together with others, ask for support, or even offer your own support and help if you feel like somebody around you needs it. I feel like Michael is saying that camaraderie is going to be very helpful for you as you go through this. Make sure that you are not isolating yourself, but you're actually coming together and enjoying your time with people and allowing, again, that heart to open up and giving and receiving your energy to others. It's interesting too, because I don't normally associate Archangel Michael with manifesting, but especially with this card being, his exact colors here of that blue color, he also does hold the color of fire. As you'll see, Archangel Michael will be depicted with like an orange kind of fiery red color, or a blue color, a blue-white color. So I actually love how this card art depicts both. But yeah, this is kind of blue is more his, known color, main color. He also does carry a blue kyanite sword. So with this card, I feel like he's like really heavy with this message, even though I wouldn't necessarily associate him with manifesting. He's saying for you, pile 3, I can actually really, really help you with these manifestations, with these dreams, with these wishes. But the thing is again, we've got that word practical here, taking those practical steps. So with that same energy where he's going to help you have that grounded, safe, protected courage to go forward and understand what you need to practically do to leave the past behind, he can also help you to understand what you practically need to do to get your manifestations to actually come to you and to actually exist in your reality. So know that as you work on this, your feelings and leaving the past behind to achieve this transcendence, this death and rebirth, know that as well as with that, he can help you with your manifestation. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1, I feel like he's saying. It's like, yeah, I'm mostly here to help you with this transcendence and all of this, and to cut these ties to the things that are no longer helping you or hindering you, but I'm also here to help you with your manifestations if you so choose to work with me on that. So I'm going to pull a couple more cards for you. So we're going to ask here, once you are finished going through this transcendence and working with Michael, again, if you do so choose, just because you're watching this doesn't mean you're going to or that you have to, but If you do work with him and you guys finish up this transcendence, you're feeling more purpose, more balanced, more in your magic and your strength, let's ask the cards what else Michael can provide for you, because he is kind of showing up for you today to help you work on this specifically. But once you do finish that, if you really enjoyed working with him, if you liked his energy, let's ask him what he then can provide for you or help you with. So after this transcendence and death and rebirth is complete, what can you help pile 3 with? That was just me being clumsy and messing everything up. Okay, let's see what he says. I like this. Shining from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. I feel like he's saying after you get to this transcendence, he can actually help you to be like super, super confident in your gifts, your skills, your abilities, and who you are within. I'm feeling like maybe some of you aren't feeling completely comfortable in your, in your bodies, in your vessels. Maybe some of you aren't at that like confidence point that you would like. So it's kind of saying once you finish this heavy work of this transcendence, then there's going to be this energy that he can help you with to like really, I'm just like bring out the like the superstar in you. I'm feeling like he's showing me just like your true essence stepping out and really shining. So if you felt kind of shy before, or if you felt like really reserved, or like people are going to judge you if you really let yourself shine, he's saying that that's what he can help you to work on after this transcendence. If you choose to kind of continue working with him, that can be the next thing that you kind of tackle, is getting you to that point where you're just so confident no matter who you're around, and not in an arrogant way, but in a, in a way that is for your highest good, right? In a way that you're shining your light that is for your highest good and for the highest good of everybody around you. He can really help you to just have that energy of wanting to shine and wanting to show who you are, instead of like isolating it or hiding it. And let's ask also, once you're finished with this transcendence, what is the overall energy going to be like around you? Because it's, a lot of big, heavy work. Like Michael said in that one card, we've got work to do. There's work to be done here, pile 3. So let's see what the energy will be like after you're finished all of that work. We've got the magical gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet, this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. To me, he's saying here that you're taking the courage to go into this, to work on this. So you're already kind of walking through that magical gateway per se. And what it's saying is there's the greatest gifts and rewards at the end. So this is a very, very mystical card, because it's kind of saying for everybody it's going to be different, but the overall energy is going to be that of some of the greatest rewards you've ever received, which makes sense with that transcendence and that opening of the crown chakra to let more light and love in. This is going to be the rebirth of something so magical, maybe something I'm hearing that some of you, can't even dream of right now. So there's going to be these amazing rewards and blessings, and just I'm just almost getting tongue-tied because the energy I'm reading is like, wow, this is crazy. Like, you guys are really going to be gifted with something magical, and it's almost like the thing is shining out from this door and you don't know what it is, and I don't know what it is because it's mysterious and it's behind the door. But once you go down this path and you use your trust and your courage to go down it with Michael and to work through this, he's just promising you like there is going to be a big, shiny, fat reward for you, like one that you maybe can't even imagine or think of right now, like that good of a reward. All right, let's get his final message for you, pile 3. We'll just kind of see what else he wants to say. He wants you to know he's also here protecting you already. I feel like even though you haven't, well, some of you maybe do work with him already, but for those of you who don't, he's kind of bringing through this energy that like, trust me, I'm already here. I'm already protecting you. So it's not going to be hard for you to work with me. I feel like as soon as you call on Archangel Michael, he's going to be there in a flash for you, pile 3. So it says the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. But, we can just kind of remove the fairy part and put, Archangel Michael is shielding you with a ring of love and light. So practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. So yeah, first of all, that the message overall is just he's here, he's already protecting you, and he's got that strength and energy of protection. So know that as you go through this, and if you work with him, he will protect you to the highest degree. Like that is, the thing that Archangel Michael is most known for is being the protector. So there's nothing you have to worry about when it comes to working through this stuff. Know that you are divinely protected on such a high angelic level. His energy is so powerful. As well, a second part to this message, I do feel like he's saying that call on him to help protect you when you do spiritual work. I'm feeling like he's telling me, some of you guys right now, pile 3, before you do spiritual work, you are protecting yourself, but you're using your own energy to protect yourself, or using your own energy to put yourself in that like bubble of white light, or however you do your protection. But he's saying don't do that, because you're not wasting, but you're depleting and draining your own energy. So before you start any spiritual work or meditation or energy work or card reading, anything like that, he's asking you to call on him to protect you. That way you can use your full 100% of your energy to just go into, focusing on what you're doing, instead of having to split your energy and half of it needs to be protecting you, and then you only have 50% battery to do what you're doing. He's kind of like, you can keep your full energy to do what you do if you call on me to kind of protect you. All right, pile 3, that is your reading. I do hope it was helpful and insightful for you to figure out what Archangel would like to work with you right now and help you through this transition period in your life. And I do wish you the best of luck with this death and rebirth. It can be heavy stuff, it can be big stuff, but there's so many, magical things waiting for you, and so much balance and purpose and, wishes being fulfilled. So I truly am excited for you, pile 3, and I wish you the best of luck if you do end up working with Michael through this. If you did enjoy this reading and anything resonated, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, share your experience in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss out on another reading. Sending you so much magic, love, and light, and I'll see you in the next video.